right, good evening, and welcome to Jim Ross Field on the campus of Warren East High School. We are ready for our second night with Season 3 of the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network, and it is the opening night of high school football. Thank you for joining us. You have various platforms to check us out, prepspin.com, also the Warren County Public Schools website, along with WBKO.com. Mike Clough bringing you the play-by-play tonight. Scott Thompson, who started this network, is running the camera, and I might even try to persuade Scott to chime in with some insight and so forth. The first game this evening, part of a doubleheader, finished about 45 minutes ago. In that game, Logan County defeated ACS, and in the game that's going to kick off in about 4.5 minutes, the host Raiders will be taking on the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee. So again, as you can see on the clock there, we're about 4.5 minutes from kickoff. The game was scheduled to start at about 8:30 p.m., but of course, as the way things go, you have some delays. There were some injury timeouts in the second half, and of course, with ACS trying to rally late in the game, they were throwing the ball a lot, which resulted in incomplete passes and players going out of bounds to save time on the clock. So anyway, that's where we stand. Again, the season opener for the Warren East Raiders under head coach Jeff Griffith. And Jeff is definitely a familiar face with Warren East High School football, one of the good guys in local sports. And Warren East returning a number of players from last year's team. And we will kind of fill you in on that as the night goes along. Weather-wise out here, anyone that's been to Warren East, they know that the wind can be a factor the later in the evening. But tonight there's a slight breeze, but the conditions are ideal. They are absolutely ideal here. In the background, you can hear the outstanding public address announcer for the Raiders, Andy Wagner. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's as good as it gets there, so we appreciate Andy's efforts. One thing about it, he's good with pronunciations. He's good with giving the call, and obviously speaks very clearly, very concisely. So glad to have Andy on the PA once again, the public address system for the Warren East Raiders. You can see the Raiders are about ready to take the field. The cheerleaders have the banner that's ready to be broken, and we are just a few minutes away from kickoff. Jeff Griffith, he's always an optimistic guy. Anyone that's around him, very respected among coaches. He spent a year as the head coach at Barron County High School before he joined Warren East as their head coach. But he's very familiar. He's a longtime mainstay here in Warren County. People know him, and he's a very highly regarded head coach. He likes his team. He likes a lot of things. He likes his skill position players. He thinks he's got some guys that on tight end that can make some things happen. But, of course, in the opening game of the season, it's something that, there's always an unknown factor. One thing with Warren East, they opened last season against Logan County, and things did not go ideally for them. Logan County, a very good team, defeated the Raiders. So Warren East trying to definitely turn the tables here in their season opener to start off the 2022 season. The students have been back in school for a week and a half, so they've been acclimated. And as you can see, the Raiders are taking the field in their all gray uniforms with gold trim, and they have their blue helmet. Jim Ross Field obviously underwent a field renovation. It's affectionately known as the Smurf Turf. It's been in existence now for a little over 5 years, and it looks great. Players love playing on it, not just the football team, but the soccer team as well. The lighting is really good, and it's just a really, really good facility. Want to say thank you to the very great hospitality by Raider Nation and Lady Raider Nation, led by Principal Jonathan Vincent and Athletic Director Brandon Combs, a couple of people that I've known in the 6 years that I've been here. Very good guys, know what they're doing. Jonathan Vincent used to be the athletic director at Warren East High School. Brandon Combs used to be the boys' basketball head coach. So both certainly are very familiar with how things run during a venue such as this. As you can see, Warren East will be kicking off to start the game to the Heritage Patriots, who are wearing all white jerseys with black helmets. Also want to say thank you very much to the support of our school district, led by the reigning superintendent of the year, Rob Clayton, our chief operations officer, Jason Capcella, and our chief financial officer, Chris McIntyre. Of course, want to thank the King of Stream, Prep Spin CEO William Warfield. He's a guy just first class all the way. And also thank you to WBKO. Muhammad Ahmad was here covering the first game, and he will also be bringing you highlights of the second game. And, of course, it's the opening night for WBKO's football Friday night. So you can catch them coming up here in about an hour and 45 minutes. You can watch our live stream and check them out as well. Warren East kicks off, and the ball is fielded by the Heritage Patriots. And it looks like they ruled that the Patriots returner was his knee was down, so the Heritage Patriots will take over. They will have the ball at about their own 16-yard line. Mike Cleff on the headsets bringing you play-by-play. Been running the camera the first couple of seasons. Scott Thompson would let me, would allow me to be very generous with some insight. And, of course, Scott brought you the play-by-play for the first season and a half. He's running the camera tonight. And, of course, Scott's welcome to chime in anytime. He's obviously a standing fixture in local high school sports, especially in Warren County. As the Heritage Patriots run off tackle there, it'll go for about 4 yards. So it'll be about second and probably about 6 for White House Heritage. We'll try to give you some of the names on the defense for Warren East. Some of them include number 12, Malik Summers, number 2, Simon Gee, number 10 out there, that's Isaiah Gee. Trying to check some of it out as well. Number 16, Gage Doyle, as Heritage will go to the ground once again. And it looks like it's going to be a gain of 4 or 5 yards. It'll be third and short. Maddox Terrence is on the defensive end there for the Raiders. He's playing linebacker.
A gain of 3. It'll be third and
Ethan Richardson is one of the Raiders' defensive linemen, as it is 3rd and 2 for the visiting Patriots. We're just underway here. First minute and a half of the season opener. It looks like this is going to be a close call. They might have to have a measurement.
on the carry for the Patriots.
Scott Thompson doing a nice job on the camera. It looks like they stopped, or they gave him a first down, it looks like.
The Raider tackle by number
Gave him a first down,
73,
so
Ethan Richardson.
the Patriots have a fresh set of downs.
For a White House Heritage first down.
Also in there defensively for Warren East, one of the nicer names. I don't want to say pun intended. Jackson McCool, I like that name, number 28. He's a linebacker for the Raiders. Heritage sticking to the running attack, and they're going to get a solid gain there on first down. They'll get about 4 or 5 yards.
The tackle by number 22, Emmanuel
Some of the other
Summers.
starters for Warren East tonight include Kajarius Barber, Morgan White, Josh Collins, Leighton Willis, Riley Odell,
A gain of 4.
Matthew Coles,
Second down and 6.
Drataven Barber, Emmanuel Summers, Dane Parsley, Quentin Hollis. We mentioned Gage Doyle, Malik Summers, Isaiah Gee, Trey Price, Maddox Torrance, Simon Gee, and Ahmad Alexander. As the Warren East defense steps up quite nicely there, so they're going to force the Patriots into perhaps their first passing attempt of the evening.
Number 56, Matthew Coles on the tackle for the Raiders.
Matthew Coles there on the tackle for Warren East.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
It's a 3rd down and 6 for White House Heritage Patriots as the Warren East defense trying to get themselves off the field and force a punt. And here's a pass attempt by the Patriots. Nice play defensively by Warren East. Very nice play. That was Simon Gee batting it down.
Number 2,
Nice pursuit of the quarterback And Simon Gee right there to make the play.
It'll bring up fourth
And
down.
Heritage is expected to punt here. And back to return for the Raiders is Trey Price. A lot of people familiar with Trey. He's a three-sport student athlete for Warren East. He's an outfielder on the baseball team. He's a guard on the basketball team. He's a return specialist and also plays wide receiver and defensive back on the football team. The punt, Price is going to let it bounce because it pretty much went out of bounds. So the Raiders will have good field position to start things off at their own 40-yard line. It looks like there's a flag down that was thrown at about the 31-yard line.
Against the Patriots.
And it is a false start against the Patriots. Looks like they're going to re-kick it. Nope, looks like they're going to decline the penalty and take the ball on the 40-yard line. Jeff Griffith just feels like a lot of their players gained some very valuable experience last year. Had a lot of young players. Trey Price, a great example. And they earned a lot of playing time. And he's hoping that benefits in the early part of the season especially. And, of course, with any football team, health is always going to be the wild card in the whole situation. So Warren East with the ball to start the game. For them offensively, that's Dane Parsley with
number 15, Quentin Hollis
with the handoff to Quentin Hollis. You could expect Quentin Hollis' name to be called a lot.
The tackle by Raines.
A lot.
A pickup of 8
Hollis,
yards.
one of the
It'll be
Raiders
second
seniors.
And 2 at the 48.
Good start there for the offense for Warren East. They're in a good situation. They have a second and short. They need a couple of yards. The first down marker's at about midfield. We have 8:17 to go in the first quarter of this game. It's a scoreless game. Warren East forced a White House Heritage punt, and they have just run one offensive play. They give the ball. Nope, this is Parsley keeping it and has a very nice gain. Easy first down. Deep into the Patriots territory.
18, Dane Parsley on the quarterback keeper.
So Warren East with a good start in their first two plays. First one was a handoff to Hollis, and the second one was the keeper by Parsley. And it's resulted in a combined 26 yards. They have a first down on the Heritage 34-yard line. We'll be back out here at Warren East Tuesday for volleyball. The Lady Raiders will be hosting Glasgow. We'll bring that to you starting at 6 p.m. As Warren East football trying to get on the scoreboard first. They're making a strong statement here. Offensive line doing a pretty nice job early on as Hollis gets about 4 yards on first down.
The tackle by Springer. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Warren East still has plenty of time on the play clock. They still have 21 seconds. I think they were hoping to go a little more up-tempo there, but looks like they've got the right number of players on the field as Parsley's about ready to take the shotgun snap. And we got a penalty. Normally in that situation, I think they're going to get to a legal procedure on the good guys. Yep, that's the case. So instead of 2nd and 6, you're going to have a 2nd and 11. Mike Cleff and Scott Thompson with the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. It's the opening night of high school football. Long pass by Parsley, and there's going to be an interference call. Yep, no doubt about that one. Ahmad Alexander was going to come back for the ball, and the Patriots defensive back face guarded him and also, I believe, held him. The only debate there is whether it's interference or defensive holding. They call interference. Regardless, it's going to be a first down for Warren East, and they're going to have very good field position. Alexander was double covered, but he did the right thing. He knew where the ball was, and he came back for it, and he forced the penalty. it was definitely a catchable ball. So it's going to be first down, Warren East at the Heritage 21-yard line.
Patriot 20-yard line.
No score. 6 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first quarter. That's Quentin Hollis taking the handoff from Parsley, and he gets to the 15-yard line. Hollis is listed at 5'8", 173 pounds. Anyone, though, with Warren East Athletics tells you he plays bigger than that. He's a tough guy. Plays hard.
A pickup of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the Patriot 14.
Gets 6 yards on first down for the Raiders. As you see a nice panning view of Jim Ross Field. And Parsley takes the snap. And it is an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Now the one thing, Warren East in the past has had a soccer player occasionally kicking their field goals. That's the one thing I'm not sure about right now, if we get to that point. But they are definitely in field goal range. Of course, Coach Griffith, not thinking about that right now. He wants them to get 4 yards, get a first down, especially when you hit the ball just 15 yards from a touchdown. And they're going to give the handoff to Hollis. Hollis gets about a couple of yards.
15, Hollis on the handoff.
Now, normally when you run there on 3rd down, it looks like Coach Griffith is talking with Dane Parsley. And usually when you do that run on 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4, you're going to go for it on 4th down. And, yeah, the field goal unit's not coming on, so they're going for it here. 4th and 3. As we saw earlier on this drive, Parsley is quite capable of keeping the ball and running it. So there's definitely a run-pass option in effect here as a potential option. And it looks like that there was some movement on the offensive side of the ball.
False start.
Yep, so now the decision, and it looks like Coach Griffiths is going to bring in the field goal unit. Yep, that's going to be the case. So the field goal attempt will probably be about 36 yards.
It will now be 4th down and 8.
And it looks like trying the field goal attempt will be, well, I stand corrected. They are going to go for it. I apologize. It looked like they were going to line up for a field goal, but they are going to go for it. And it's a swing pass to Hollis. And he's going to be tackled short of the first down. The Raiders sidelines wanted a horse collar penalty called there on the tackle, but don't see a flag thrown. So the Patriots will take over. The good part is that Warren East did have a nice drive there, so Heritage is not going to be in good field position. So the Raider defense hopefully can force a quick 3 and out.
First down at the 15.
And get the ball back very quickly. Scoreless game with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Mike Clef bringing you the play-by-play. Scott Thompson bringing you the camera pan around there. And there's Heritage getting lined up. Getting lined up there. And the Patriots stick into the ground, and they're going to get a nice gain on first down. They're going to get about 5 yards.
Number 26, Halsey on the carry.
You have 3 different options to watch our live stream of the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
6. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 21.
Prepspin.com, one of the options, along with our website at Warren County Public Schools, or you can go to WBKO.com, and they have a link for that as well. Best part about it, it's free, as we will bring you a variety of sports of Warren County Public Schools throughout the 2022-23 school year. The Raiders defense looks like the Patriots might have, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's either going to be 3rd and inches or they got a first down. It looks like they're going to measure. And they are giving them a first down.
Pickup is good for a Patriot first down.
One thing that's evident early on is, I think, unless they fall behind, the Patriots' pass attempts are going to be at a premium. They're only going to pass probably if they have to, or if it's play action, or if they fall behind in the game. They definitely, you can tell early on, are a ground-oriented attack. And we have another penalty, and that's season opener. That's not a surprise. Not a surprise. Everybody's nervous start season. Got to get used to the officials. You go through all those practices. Game action, though, a whole different thing. You still have to adjust to that. Beautiful night here at Jim Ross Field. I mean, it's ideal. Slight breeze, not a factor, though. Temperature, I don't know what it is, but it feels about 70. Again, it's about perfect. Short gain there. Nice job by the Raiders defense. At least 3 Raider defenders there to wrap on the tackle. Looked like Emmanuel Summers was one of them. Simon Gee was there. I believe Maddox Torrance was there.
And Torrance.
Yep. Maddox Torrance is also on the Warren East baseball team. West Sanford's team in baseball had a really nice 2022 season.
It'll bring up 2nd and 13.
Winning the district championship and advancing to the 4th region championship game. No surprise, West Sanford is a heck of a baseball coach. And of course, Eugene Flippin, his trusted pitching coach. That's the right-hand man you want on your side. Another good coach, really good coach. Short gain there for White House Heritage.
Tackle by Coles.
As it's 3rd and 12 after that penalty.
It'll be 3rd and 12 at the 23.
And I believe that the Patriots, the play clock was down to 5, and I believe the Patriots are taking a timeout. With that, we're going to take a timeout as well. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives. It's saving lifetimes.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom!
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, welcome back to Jim Ross Field on the campus of Warren East High School. White House, the Heritage Patriots, while we were away on break on 3rd down,
Pickup of 17 yards and a first
achieved the
down
first
for White
down
House
on a
Heritage.
17-yard run. So they will get to keep the ball as they're now in the I formation. We're late in the first quarter. A minute and a half to go. Scoreless game. Patriots get about 4 or 5 yards there on first down.
Number 13, Aiden Qatar.
Warney's crowd is a good one tonight. A lot of Raider Nation out here. One thing also,
Malik Summers.
Warney's cheerleaders, they're impressive. They have a large number of cheerleaders, and I'll tell you what, they go to about every Raider sporting event, home and away, and they do a really nice job. Really nice job. And right now, by my count, there's 11, 16, 18 of the cheerleaders there tonight, as the Patriots are about to run a play here on 2nd and 5. And a good job there by the Raiders defense. They're going to force a 3rd and about 3, as the Patriots don't have to run another play. The play clock's at 29, the game clock's at 27. We'll see what they decide to do.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
They don't have to. See what happens. They're not in a big hurry right now. You know what? The sideline for the Patriots is telling them, don't worry about running a play. They're pointing to the clock, and that looks like it's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after the first quarter play, it is scoreless between the Raiders of Warren East and the Patriots, the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee. We'll have more football, the second quarter coming up. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom!
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, welcome back to Warren East High School. We're starting the second quarter.
Number 3, Bonilla on the carry. The tackle
Good
by number
defensive
2,
play there
Simon
by the
Lee
Raiders.
for a loss. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's a 4th down there as the Raiders stop them on 4th down, and the Patriots are in punt formation.
Hunting for White House Heritage, number 18, Caden Raines. Back deep for the Raiders, number 5, Trey Price.
And it looks like, okay, the punt was fielded.
On the play,
Then there was a muff, but it looks like that.
recovered by the Raiders.
It looks like that Trey Price was able to get it back. So Warren East will have the ball.
The recovery by number 4, Maddox Torrance.
Maddox Torrance recovered it. Good job with the recovery there.
Warren East will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Okay. It's the second possession of the game for the Raiders. So let's see what they can do here. Parsley once again in shotgun formation.
Penalty flag on the play.
Dane Parsley, a
False
sophomore.
start against the Raiders.
And Warren East is going to be moved back 5 yards on the false start. Again, first game of the season, you're going to have some penalties. That's just a given. Just going to happen. But even though you know it's going to happen, you know the coaches are not happy with that. So now Warren East has a 1st and 15. They hand off to Quentin Hollis. Nice maneuvering there by Hollis, and he's going to pick up about
Hollis on the handoff.
9 yards. So they get a lot of that yardage back, and they put themselves in a pretty good situation for second down. It's going to be about a second and about 5. Give Quentin Hollis about 10 yards there.
A gain of 10 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 34.
White House, Tennessee is about 45, 50 minutes from Bowling Green. Good community, just like Bowling Green. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Dane Parsley. That's a handoff to Ahmad Alexander. And it looks like nice gain there by Ahmad Alexander. He's going to have a first down before he's shoved out of bounds. So that's going to be a first down for Warren East at their own 43-yard line. We have 10 minutes and 25 seconds here left before halftime. We're still waiting for our first score of the ball game. Hopefully Warren East supplies it. Mike Cleft bringing you the play-by-play. Scott Thompson bringing you the camera. Prep Spin, Warren County Public Schools, WBKO.com. Those are the options you can watch our live stream.
Penalty flag on the play.
Tell you what, nothing better than a season opening night on Friday night of high school football. I'm like a kid in a candy store. This is great. Warren East is going to be faced with another 1st and 15 after the penalty. As Parsley is back to throw, and he's going to throw it long. He's got Price there if he can catch it. The ball got hung up there, and the Patriots defenders, there were 2 of them, were able to defend it. Price was there. Just couldn't quite connect, so it'll be a 3rd down or a 2nd down and 15. Of course, the athletics program in recent years that has been a big success at Warren East has been their softball program under head coach Philip McKinney. In recent years, they finished runner-up in the state back-to-back years. As we mentioned a few minutes ago, the baseball team had a terrific 2022 season, winning a district title and advancing to the 4th Region Championship game. Oh, boy, Dane Parsley takes it himself. Wow, breaks some tackles, and that is a big gain. Raider Nation showing their appreciation. Nicely done by Dane Parsley, the sophomore. That's a first down for Warren East. He takes it all the way down to the Patriots' 28-yard line.
A pick of 34 yards.
34-yard gain.
First down, Warren East.
He played a lot as a freshman for good reason. He's got skills. He knows what he's doing back there. He's got the poise of a senior. This time, he's going to throw a short pass out to Trey Price. Looks like the Patriots have it defended pretty well, but Price does a nice job getting some positive yardage. Gets about 5. It's going to be about 2nd and 5 as the Raiders continue this drive.
Brought down by number 22, Coffin.
9:06 left in the second quarter of a scoreless game. Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. The Patriots have 2 timeouts left, so
at the Patriot 24.
When we get later in the half, we'll remind you of that again. Opening Friday night of the 2022 high school football season. Parsley again in the shotgun formation. This time the handoff is to Hollis. Hollis with some nice maneuvering. Gets a couple of yards before he's shoved back.
Number 15,
see where the officials mark that. Looks like it might be about a 3rd and 3.
Brought down by Coffin.
And one thing to be ready for, if you remember in the first quarter, Warren East went for it on 4th and 3. There was a penalty, and it was 4th and 8, and they still went for it. So this is definitely 4-down territory if past trend is any indication. Parsley in the shotgun formation. This is the shovel handoff to Ahmad Alexander. That's going to be a first down. Nice yardage there by Ahmad Alexander. Another one of the Raider seniors. 5'10", 175 pounds.
Tackle by Raines.
As that's a 1st and 10.
A penalty play on the play.
And as you could hear Andy Wagner probably say, there is a penalty.
Holding against Warren East.
Ooh, that hurts. It's going to be called back. Warren East is going to get flagged for holding. So that's going to put him in a long yardage situation. Oh, boy. That one hurts. Let's see if the Raiders can bounce back from that. Looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 10.
The ball is placed at the 29-yard line.
Let's see.
It will be 1st and 17.
I apologize. It's now a 1st down and 17. That's what they're calling it. 1st and 17. The ball at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Scoreless game. 7:40 left in the second quarter. As Parsley is back to pass, he's going long, and there is an open receiver. Alexander, he's got it. And that is, folks, a Raiders touchdown. First score of the season. You can hear the foghorn going off. The Warren East faithful, they are excited as the Raiders have broken on top, 6-0 with the extra point pending, and oh no, this one's coming back. It's another holding call. Oh boy. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, that was a nice play. Ahmad Alexander did such a nice job coming back for that ball. Parsley hung it up there to let him come back for it. Oh boy. So the ball now is going to be back at the 45-yard line. First down, a long ways to go. They probably have to get to Edmonson County to get a first down.
The ball is placed at the Patriot 45.
Now they're saying it's, and they're going to have a, Warren East is calling a timeout. It looks like it's 3rd and 27. Before it was listed as a 1st and 17. Looking over there at the down marker. It is 3rd down, so it's 3rd and 27. So Warren East is taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. It is a scoreless game, 7:27 to go in the second quarter. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom!
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, we're back at Jim Ross Field. It is 3rd down and a long ways to go for Warren East, 27 yards to be exact. And here's a double reverse. Trey Price has the ball. He's got some room. He's got some good yardage. Does a nice job there. He goes out of bounds. They're going to mark him in at the 26-yard line. So he gets 19 of the 27 yards needed. And don't be surprised if Warren East goes for it here on 4th down. Good play call. Nicely executed. So far, the story of this game has been the penalties. There have been several of them, including one that's negated the only touchdown of the game recently scored by Warren East. It's a nice touchdown pass from Dane Parsley to Ahmad Alexander, but it came back because of the laundry. So it is 4th and 8. The ball is marked at the Patriots' 26-yard line. Warren East is looking like they're going to go for it. And the Raiders are going to call another timeout. We'll keep it here. In the first game tonight of this doubleheader, it was Logan County defeating ACS. We'll try to get some other scores for you here. Scott Thompson was the master of that. Man, he could pull those scores up, give you updates. I'm still working on that. I appreciate your patience. I really appreciate your patience on that. But this game is scoreless, as Warren East looks like they're about ready to take the field. The big story among the Warren County Public Schools, it's going into the fourth quarter. And Warren Central football is leading 7-0. Yes, the Dragons are leading 7-0 in the fourth quarter. The defense, the story of that game, tell you more about that in a moment. That is Dane Parsley with a nice run. We have another penalty. He has a first down, but we'll have to see what the penalty is. And what has been very well documented, Warren Central football is looking for their first win since the 2015 season. And I'll tell you what, having been around those young men for a long time, they have stuck with it. Nobody is rooting harder for those Dragons to get a win than me. They have played hard, and it is not easy to stick with that, and they get a lot of credit. So right now, Warren Central is leading Bullitt Central 7-0 in the fourth quarter of that game. I'll try to keep you posted on that. Wow, I'm getting excited thinking about that. I already am excited. Of course, running the camera is our Dragon representative, Scott Thompson. As Warren East has a 4th and 9, so they're going to go for it again. Parsley is back to pass. Of course, he moves around there. He's got some room to run. He's got a lot of room. He might score. He does. Looking around, do we see a penalty? I don't see a penalty. No, that's a Warren East touchdown. A 27-yard scramble run for a touchdown by Dane Parsley. And now we have our first score of the game. 6-0 Warren East with the extra point pending.
The touchdown carry is for 27 yards. Number 10, Isaiah Gee on to attempt the extra point.
And Isaiah Gee will attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is no good. So right now, with 6:40 to go in the second quarter, Warren East has a 6-0 lead after the touchdown run by Dane Parsley. 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Warren East, we're going to take a quick break. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Number 13, Qatar.
Welcome back to Jim Ross Field. As Warren East has broken on top, they lead the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee, 6-0 with 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Dane Parsley, the quarterback, running it in from 27 yards out on a 4th down scramble. Nicely done. Here's the kickoff, and Heritage returns it out to about the 38-yard line.
13, Qatar on the return.
Again, South Warren football will kick off their season tomorrow as part of the Rafferty's Bowl. And again, Greenwood is opening their season at home. I'll try to check that score when we get a chance. And you could probably hear in the background Andy Wagner. There is a penalty flag. We'll figure it out what it is here. Normally it's on the kickoff return team when it's that. In case you're just checking us out at prepspin.com, or you can check us out on the Warren County Public Schools website or at wbko.com. Just go to their website. They'll link you up where to go as well. We're part of the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. We're bringing you the opening night, our opening football live stream of the 2022 season, where Warren East leads Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee, 6-0. The officials are having a conference. and I don't believe they've made a signal yet. There was a penalty flag thrown, but we're still waiting on that. Our live stream is free, and we try to bring you a variety of sports. We brought sports, football, basketball, both boys and girls, volleyball, boys soccer, girls soccer, wrestling, lacrosse, track and field, softball, baseball. And the call, there was a personal foul called against the Heritage Patriots, and the penalty that was called on the Heritage player, that player has been ejected. So that's probably, they were trying to figure out which player committed the penalty, and that player will not be playing for the rest of the evening. So we'll figure out where this ball will be marked and go from there. .6:34 left in the second quarter. Warren East leads 6-0. They're still trying to figure out where they're going to spot the ball. Regardless, yep, now they're marking it off. And they're going to spot it at the 27-yard line of Heritage. So the Raiders will take to the field again.
White House Heritage will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
All right. The Raiders defense pitching a shutout so far. They're back on the field. And the handoff there, and a nice play there. Wow, very nice play. Get a number on it. I couldn't tell if it's 66 or 68.
Number 13, Coulter on the carry.
It's 68, Josh Collins.
A tackle by Collins.
He's a junior defensive lineman for the Raiders. Nice play there. Looks like it's no gain there. 2nd and 10.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 27.
Pass completed. Nice throw by the Patriots quarterback for a good gain and easily getting the first down. Patriots out to about midfield, about the 49 of Heritage. Nice throw there.
The tackle by number 9, Roger Duncan.
Roger Duncan there for the tackle for the Raiders.
21 yards and a first down, White House Heritage.
Greenwood opens their season. They open their season tonight at home against Bardstown. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 48 with 5:16 to go in the second quarter. Warren East with a 6-0 lead on their season opening night. And let's see here. The officials have blown the ball dead. There's a timeout called by the Heritage Patriots. With that, we'll take a quick timeout. 6-0 Warren East. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Don't forget to pack 5 pairs of clean underwear.
Okay, Mom.
What's wrong with these? I think we're gonna need a bigger suitcase.
This is a Mingy moment.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're gonna take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
All right, welcome back to Jim Ross Field. Warren East is leading 6-0. It's a 2nd and 10.
A penalty flag on the play.
Well, now there's a penalty.
Personal foul against the Raiders.
And so the call is a personal foul against Warren East, so the Patriots are going to get an automatic first down and good field position. We have to update you on this. 2:43 to go in the game. Warren Central is leading Bullitt Central 13-0. That is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Of course, there's still 2:43 to go,
Raider 37.
but the Dragons are trying to win their first football game since the 2015 season. And anybody that knows that Warren Central athletics program couldn't be happier for them. That is a wonderful group. Couldn't be happier for those coaches and players. The pass there by the Patriots.
Wagner's pass to number 7, Tyler Evans.
Looks like they ruled it incomplete. Guess he was out of bounds. So it's going to be, it's 2nd and 10. We'll try to keep you updated on the Warren Central. As we mentioned, Greenwood hosting Bardstown tonight.
2nd and 10 at the 37.
Right here at Jim Ross Field, the Raiders of Warren East leading the Heritage Patriots of White House, Tennessee 6-0. Heritage has a 2nd and 10 at the Warren East 37. And the handoff for good yardage. And that is going to be, that's close to another Patriots first down.
Knocked out of bounds by number 9, Roger Duncan. A gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1.
All right. Just short of the first down. So it's 3rd and short for the Patriots. They need a yard. Warren East defense could use a good stop here. We're under 5 minutes to go before halftime. And it's the handoff, and it's going to be a first down and then some, as the Patriots running back
Number 13, Qatar on the
gets
carry.
to about the 15 or 16 of Warren East. So they've got a first down, and they got a strong drive going.
Tripped up by number 12, Malik Summers. A gain of 11 and a first down for the Patriots.
Boy, if Warren Central holds on to win that game, what do you think the scene there will be like? Wow, wow, wow. Good stop there by the Raiders defense.
Number 13, Qatar on the carry.
And it looked like Matthew Coles was there.
Down by number 56, Coles.
Yep. So it'll be no gain there, 2nd and 10. I'm going to turn up the microphone on Scott's headset. I don't know if he can hear me or not.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the 17.
Scott, I've got you turned up here. I've got to ask you, as a Warren Central alum and having been around here a long time, what was your reaction when you see that score right now, 13-0, the Dragons leading with 2:43 to go in the game?
Well, Mike, it's been coming. Talked with Mark Nelson a few weeks ago, and
Yep.
he feels like he's got a lot of skilled people. He just does not have the guys up front. But he feels like, this team is going to win this year, at some point. And what a way is that used to be a district game many years ago, back in the 80s, early 90s. But to go up there and just, for that whole coaching staff, what they've gone through, and just so happy for that bunch once they hold on for the win.
Patriots here taking the ball inside the Raiders' 5-yard line. Scott, we'll keep you abreast of that, but that's your alma mater. And Scott, I think you said it best. You're so happy for them. You know, we obviously had some of their games last year. They played hard. I mean, their effort has always been there. And, in fact, Scott, tell me if I'm wrong, I believe it was either their next to last game or their last game of last season. They nearly won. I think it was a 2-point margin.
Yeah, they had the lead late in the game, I believe against Marshall County. Lost it in the final couple of minutes of the game. So there's optimism heading into this season. And like everybody else, you have trouble getting some to practice, but they're putting it together tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Patriots have just tied the score in the short touchdown run with the extra point pending. Well, Scott, I tell you what, and we're obviously thrilled to be here, but I think that is, in my 6 years here, I think it's one of the biggest stories. And I say this with the utmost respect. I moved here in 2016, and it's the first win for Warren Central football, and I just am so thrilled for them. Principal Joey Norman, you mentioned Coach Nelson, a terrific head coach, as the extra point is up, and it is good. It is 7-6, Heritage Patriots with the lead. We're going to keep it right here until the kickoff takes place. Scott, what do you think the reaction with that Warren Central community is going to be like if they hold on? And we'll try to keep you posted.
It's not only Warren Central, but the entire Warren County community.
Yep.
They're behind them.
Yes.
They want to see them win, and I think it's huge not only for the Warren Central community, but for Warren County Public Schools as well. You know, you've got a veteran staff over there with, you know, Joe Hood helping out.
Yep.
You know, Walter York, who's a 3-sport standout at Warren Central. He's helping coach there. You know, there's a couple other guys that are on that staff that have been head coaches before, and just to see them put forth that effort and the kids buying in and believing and then now executing is huge.
Scott, we'll make a prediction before we get the kickoff. If they hold on to win that game, it will not be their only win of the season. I think it'll open the floodgates.
Well, I think it'll be a snowball effect. I think, you know, they saw how they could compete last year, and now that would be huge.
Absolutely. Scott, thank you so much. Thanks for running the camera. Want to get your insight, and when that game goes final, we'll keep you posted. All right, it is 7-6. The Raiders are trailing the Heritage Patriots. They scored on a short touchdown run. We have 3:22 left before halftime. It's a short kickoff, and it is fielded by the Raiders. And I'll tell you what, this is a nice return, real nice return. I'll tell you what, Maddox Torrance, he had a plan. Very nice return, no flags. So Warren East is, they're in business here. They now have one timeout. They used a couple of them when they were going for it, but the time's not a factor. They have a timeout there at the 41-yard line of the Patriots.
The ball is placed at the Patriot 41. Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Once again, with 2:43, the last update we had, the Dragons win. Scott, want to get you on here. The Dragons have won. I've got you turned up, Scott. Warren Central has won. Congratulations to Coach Nelson and Dragons Nation. That is quite a win, and that is quite a throw. Wow. So, Ahmad Alexander.
Pass is complete to number 1.
Wow.
Ahmad Alexander.
He is down to the Patriots' 3-yard line.
Correction. The ball will be placed at the 3, a gain of 38.
Well, it's a big win for Mark Nelson. You know, he's coached at Greenwood, he's coached at South Warren, and now at Warren Central. You know, he's coached down in Tennessee some, and yep. I think this may be one of his sweetest victories. I remember when Greenwood got their first playoff opportunity, went to Henderson County. I was able to broadcast that game, and that was just a huge night, and just so happy for Mark and his staff out at Warren Central. Big win.
And Scott, I think you said it best. Not just huge for Warren Central, but for the entire school district. Like you said, the communities of the school districts or the schools of Greenwood and South Warren and Warren East also pulling for Warren Central as well.
Well, these coaches get along so well.
They do. You're right. That run attempt was stopped short of the goal line, and the Patriots are claiming the ball was loose,
on the carry.
but the referees don't agree, so it is going to be 3rd and goal, and I think looks like the officials have called a timeout. I don't know if either team or there's going to be measurement. Yep,
No gain.
they just reset. 3rd and goal. Warren East trying to regain the lead. This time Parsley keeps it, and he walks in easily. Touchdown Warren East. They have regained the lead. I'll tell you what, I like that foghorn that goes off. I like that. So Dane Parsley has scored both of Warren East's touchdowns, and it looks like since the Raiders couldn't convert the extra point attempt last time that they might go for 2.
Warren East will attempt the 2-point conversion.
They're going for 2. And it looks like we've got a penalty.
Penalty flag on the Raiders. False start.
Warren Central 1. Warren Central 1. Yep. We were just telling, pass on a message to Andy Wagner that Warren Central football won. And knowing Andy, and there you go, they get the 2-point conversion.
Number 18,
Dane Parsley taking it in, and Warren East has now taken a 14-7 lead with 1:44 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're going to take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Welcome back to Jim Ross Field, where Warren East has regained the lead, 14-7. They're about to kick off with 1:44 to go in the second quarter. It looks like doing the kicking duties for the Raiders is Simon Gee, and that's a squib kick. I'll tell you what, the Raiders, you know what? You know who I think recovered that? Was the gentleman who kicked it, Simon Gee. How about that? Simon Gee. Wow. I don't see that very often. He kicked that thing about 20, a little less than 25 yards, and he recovered it himself. What a great effort. That was tremendous. So Warren East, hey, they've still got a timeout. They've got 1:42 left.
Warren East will take over.
They could make something happen here.
The Patriot 37.
Warren East leading this game 14-7. We'll try to track down a Greenwood score for you. The big story, Warren Central wins. Football wins tonight, their first victory since the 2015 season. Congratulations to Dragons Nation. Parsley back to pass. Long throw. He's looking for Trey Price, but he's well covered, and the ball is batted away by the Patriots defender.
For Price is incomplete. 13-0
was the final. Warren Central over Bullitt Central. And I'll tell you what, there's a tweet from Warren Central Athletics, and I think it says it best. It says 1-0. It feels really good to tweet that. That's great. So let's get a Warren East win to add to that, and get a Greenwood win, and get a South Warren win tomorrow. That'd be a great start to the football season. It's 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Parsley again in the shotgun formation. Quentin Hollis is back there with him. And it's a delay of game on the Raiders.
Penalty flag on the play. False start against the Raiders.
Just to get it confirmed, the win snaps a 61-game losing streak. So the Dragons, they have a winning record now. As Parsley scrambling, he's got a nice gain here. He's got a first down. He's got more. Boy, this Parsley's impressive tonight. Wow. That is toughness, skills, determination. He's got a first down, and he's down to the Patriots' 5-yard line. I remember when Scott and I were talking about this guy last year. Scott had been talking to Jeff Griffith about him. He said, this guy could be special. Dane Parsley.
Good enough for a Raider first down.
And Coach Griffith and his staff are doing a good thing. They're putting the ball in his hands. They're getting good results. 1st and goal from the 5, 1:06 to go. Plenty of time. Hand off to Quentin Hollis. He's got room. He's close to the goal line. He is, and they rule him just short of the goal line.
Number 15.
Yep, just short of the goal line.
On the carry, brought down short of the goal line.
So it is 2nd and goal. The Raiders have plenty of time. There's 52 seconds left. They have a timeout. So time is not a factor. This time the snap, they give it to Hollis again, and it looks like he's in, but the officials have not ruled it. The Raiders coaches think he's in. The clock continues to run. There's still no ruling. Still no ruling. They don't call him in. It is now 3rd and goal. The clock is now down to 24 seconds. The Raiders doing a quick snap. This time Parsley is going to run it in himself. No doubt about that one. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Yep, sound that horn. Wave that Warren East flag. Parsley with his 3rd touchdown of the game. It is 20-7 Warren East. The extra point attempt is up and good.
Number 10,
Isaiah Gee with the extra point attempt. 21-7, Warren East. We'll keep it here with 17.6 seconds left in the first half. The Raiders with a 21-7 lead.
Number 2, Simon Gee to kick off for the Raiders. Back deep, number 2, Teasley.
So this game started with Warren East getting out to a 6-0 lead. The Patriots responded to take a 7-6 lead. Warren East countered with a touchdown. Dane Parsley 2nd of the game. They got the 2-point conversion. And then Simon Gee recovered his own onside kick. It was a squib kick. The Raiders took it in. Parsley's 3rd TD of the game. And good coverage there by Isaiah Gee. And the Patriots will start with, at the ball at their own 23-yard line. They only have a timeout left, and there's 13.4 seconds to go here in the first half.
It'll be 1st and 10 for White House Heritage. The ball placed at the 23.
I would be very surprised if the Patriots try anything cute here. Again, they're 77 yards from a touchdown. They only have one timeout left in 13.4 seconds, but hey, we've seen crazier things. Coach Griffith has to be happy with the way his team has responded since they fell behind 7-6. They've responded with 2 scores. And Warren East should get the ball to start the second half.
Delay of game against the Patriots.
And we're going to wait a little bit longer. There's a delay of game. Yep. The Patriots are going to take a knee and take it to the halftime locker room. Yep. And, yep, we're going to go to halftime of a game that the Warren East Raiders lead the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee, 21-7. As the players run off the field to go to their respective locker rooms. We will have more from Jim Ross Field on the season opener for Warren East football. Raiders leading 21-7. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Girls like you aren't runners, they said. Well, I wasn't.
Let's go ahead and get some pictures of that knee, okay?
6 months, down the drain. Give up
Keep the rhythm going.
or
Perfect.
get up.
Looks good. Good, we're going to take it up.
Who's not a runner now? I am proof of the power of advanced medicine.
Kids deserve the space to grow, to play, to explore. And if they get sick or hurt, they deserve a hospital devoted to them. This is our promise, the most advanced care possible, with doctors, nurses, therapists, and surgeons who specialize in getting kids back to simply being kids again. We are UK Healthcare's Kentucky Children's Hospital. And for us, the power of advanced medicine is more than saving lives, it's saving lifetimes.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, welcome back to Jim Ross Field. We are at halftime.
Of interest for tonight, Warren Central snaps a 61-game losing streak with a 13-0 win over Bullitt Central, winning for the first time since October 16, 2015.
You just heard public address announcer Andy Wagner announce the Warren Central victory, and a nice hand from the Warren East fans on the Dragons' victory over Bullitt Central. snapping a 61-game losing streak. And, again, anyone that's around that Dragons athletics program and football program, you're just thrilled for them. And what a great shot in the arm. Warren East leading their season opener here tonight, 21-7. Warren Central wins. Going to try to track down a Greenwood score, and hopefully they were able to win tonight in their season opener over Bardstown. Again, we're trying to track down some scores there. What a great night here. Story of the game so far for Warren East has been quarterback Dane Parsley. He scored all 3 touchdowns for the Raiders, running them all in. And also the penalties. There have been a lot of flags in this game so far. But Warren East showing something. They fell behind for a little bit in this game, 7-6. Responded very nicely. They scored first. Got a touchdown. Couldn't convert the extra point. Led 6-0. Patriots came back with a short touchdown run to take a 7-6 lead. Raiders responded with Parsley's second touchdown run of the game. They converted on the 2-point conversion, and then a really neat play. Kicking off for Warren East was Simon Gee, and it was a squib kick. It went about 23 yards, and Warren East recovered it. The one who recovered it was the gentleman who kicked it, Simon Gee. And the Raiders took advantage of that and scored right before halftime on Parsley's third touchdown run of the game. And that's where we stand, 21-7 here at halftime. I'm going to see if Scott Thompson can put on his headsets and see if he's willing to give some insights here. I think Scott's down there. He's running the camera. We appreciate it very much. Our vantage point here right now, I can see the camera, but there's Scott right there. Scott, I'm going to hand you the headset. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Here we are at halftime. I don't think Scott can hear me. That's okay. Anyway, hopefully we can get some insight from Scott. He might be trying to track down a score. South Warren football, of course, the reigning 5A state champions. They start their season tomorrow at the Rafferty's Bowl. Nice crowd on hand here at Jim Ross Field tonight. It's part of a doubleheader. First game tonight was won by Logan County, the Cougars defeating the Patriots of ACS 26-16. Oh boy, I just cannot imagine what that bus ride is going to be like for the Warren Central football team coming back from Bullitt Central. We're about 8 minutes and 45 seconds away from the start of the second half here. Just to run through some things here, our live stream schedule next week for the Warren County Public School Sports Network. Tuesday, August 23rd, we're going to be right back here at Warren East for volleyball as the Lady Raiders host the Lady Scotties of Glasgow. Then on Thursday, August 25th, weather permitting, we're going to live stream boys soccer, South Warren at Greenwood. That's going to be a 7 o'clock start. The volleyball, by the way, is a 6 p.m. start on Tuesday, August 23rd. Again, it's weather permitting at Greenwood. And then next Friday, we'll be back with football. It'll be our first look at the Gators of Greenwood and head coach William Howard, as the Gators will be hosting the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. So that's where we stand right now. We're trying to track down Greenwood's game. They're playing a doubleheader as well at the Swamp. They were the late game, so that game is probably not gone final. And we're trying to, of course, we rely on Wi-Fi, and we're trying to, as you might expect, a lot of people checking their phones, and sometimes the Wi-Fi is a little bit slow, but if we get a Greenwood score, we will pass it along. I want to say thank you very much to the wonderful hospitality, as always, by Warren East, Principal Jonathan Vincent, Athletic Director Brandon Combs, and just absolutely wonderful. We were at South Warren last night for Volleyball, great hospitality once again by Spartans Nation, led by Principal Jenny Hester and Athletic Director Jeffrey Ashby. Again, Tuesday we will have volleyball, Glasgow at Warren East. We'll be right back on the campus of Warren East. That's a 6 o'clock start. And then Thursday, August 25th, we'll have boys soccer, South Warren at Greenwood. That match will take place at Drakes Creek Middle School and 7 p.m. start, weather permitting. If it's rain, we will not be able to live stream that. And then Friday, August 26th, next Friday, we'll have football from the Swamp as Greenwood will host Franklin Simpson at 7 p.m. Here we are, Jim Ross Field. Good start for the Raiders as Warren East leads the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee by a score of 21-7. The big story around here as well from our Warren County Public Schools, Warren Central football wins tonight. They win at Bullitt Central by a final of 13-0. Congratulations to the Gators, or I should say the Dragons. Last score we got from Greenwood at the end of the first quarter, they are scoreless with Bardstown. We'll try to get you up to date on that. As you might expect, social media is exploding tonight about Warren Central, and understandably so. Understandably so. All right, Warren East trying to build on that momentum as they are up 21-7. Quarterback Dane Parsley has scored all 3 touchdowns for the Raiders on scoring runs. And Warren East will get the ball here to start the second half. We're a little bit over 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back. You are watching Warren East football on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, we are back at Jim Ross Field, home of the Warren East Raiders, where Warren East leads the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee by a score of 21-7. We're good. I believe we see Warren Central or Warren East boys basketball coach here and one of his kids up in the press box. Good to see you. Good luck this season. Yeah. So, Mike Clef bringing you the play-by-play. Scott Thompson bringing you the camera work. We got Scott's insights on the Dragons' big win tonight. Wow. Story of this game for Warren East has been Dane Parsley. We are just about 2.5 minutes away from the start of the second half, where Warren East will try to make something happen as they are expected to receive the second half kickoff. So let's see what they can do with that. Again, we talked about Dane Parsley, sophomore, but he got a lot of experience as a freshman, started a number of games. And as you can see, the visiting Patriots are taking the field, as are the home team Raiders. So they'll get a little bit of stretching in, a little bit of warming up, and we'll be ready for the third quarter to get underway. Scott Thompson has reappeared. We appreciate his work on the camera as we're about ready to kick off. Scott offered some really good insight a few minutes ago about Warren Central football winning. Again, we'll try to get an update on Greenwood. The score we had was early second quarter, no scores. They're taking on Bardstown. And, of course, South Warren plays tomorrow in the Rafferty's Bowl. As we mentioned, the weather conditions tonight are pretty close to ideal. Slight breeze, but out here, that's a good thing because it's out in an open area here, and it can get windy. But tonight, the breeze is pretty slight. Temperatures are comfortable, especially so on a night in mid-August, specifically August 19th. The thing that was encouraging about the Raiders in the second quarter there was how they scored their 2 touchdowns. They responded. Parsley got the touchdown, 2-point conversion. They go up 14-7. And then they tried a squib kick. It was Simon Gee. And Simon Gee actually recovered the squib kick. He ran about 20-plus yards downfield, recovered it himself. And, wow, nicely done. And that really seemed to give an extra spark to the Warren East sideline and their team, and they scored shortly after that. Parsley's done a lot of his damage on the ground. He's scrambled. He's done it nicely. Again, all 3 touchdowns have been scored by Parsley on the ground. As we are just moments away from starting the second half. Again, I want to say thanks to a number of people for their tremendous support. First of all, on a personal level, Scott Thompson here really helping me with the transition in a big way. Big help. You know, Scott's been in this area for a long time, an outstanding broadcaster. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I'm biased because we're both big St. Louis Cardinals fans, but have really gotten to know Scott especially well here in the last year and a half. And I'll tell you what, when I was running the camera, I just would listen to Scott and go, man, oh, man, oh, man. He picks up on things, has just a great feel for a contest. It's impressive. Also want to say thanks to Prep Spin, an absolutely outstanding person in the field of live streaming high school sports, William Warfield. He's been a huge help. On Twitter, he's known as the King of Live Stream. That's a very accurate tag because he knows what he's doing, and he does so much for high school sports in the entire state of Kentucky. Also, thanks to Warren County Public Schools. Superintendent Rob Clayton, Chief Operations Officer Jason Cupcella, and Chief Financial Officer Chris McIntyre. Tremendous support. 3 big sports fans, but not only that, big fans of the entire student athletes and students as well. And you know those 3. They are always out and about at high school sporting events of all sports, and that's great. And also thanks to WBKO.com. Muhammad Ahmad, one of their sports anchor reporters, he'll be hosting their opening edition of Football Friday Night later tonight. He was out here getting highlights earlier, and Muhammad will bring you an update of the Warren East football game, and we'll bring you plenty of highlights from around the area of South Central Kentucky on WBKO. And, of course, you can check out our live stream on WBKO's website at WBKO.com. So, as you can see, the Patriots of Heritage in White House, Tennessee, in the white uniforms about ready to kick off. Warren East is about to receive as the Raiders will be trying to expand on their 21-7 lead. So we will see what happens here. So glad you're able to join us. Appreciate it. We started about 5 minutes late tonight, and that is a very short kick fielded nicely by Maddox Torrance. Maddox Torrance, key contributor on the Raiders baseball team, so you know he's sure-handed. He did the right thing. He secured catching it, made sure Warren East can get the ball on offense. He's a smart player. He's a junior linebacker, plays special teams. He'll pitch in at running back occasionally. Again, he was a key contributor on a Raiders baseball team last spring that won a district title and also advanced to the championship game of the 4th Region Tournament. So here's the Raiders again. Dane Parsley taking the shotgun snap. Quentin Hollis in the backfield, and the handoff is to Hollis. And nice play there by the Patriots defensive lineman. He was in the backfield, secured Hollis, and so the Raiders are going to have a second and longer as we're just underway here in the third quarter.
It'll be 2nd and 12.
So the Raiders, after a 2-yard loss, will be trying to make that up and then some. The one thing Coach Griffith probably talked about for sure is pretend like this score is 0-0. Got to keep after him. Little swing pass there is going to be going incomplete. It was a pass, a forward pass. It was not a lateral. It was intended for Trey Price. So it'll be 3rd and long. The one thing with Parsley, one thing that he was effective, several times he went back to pass, and he was able to scramble and pick up some big yardage. So you couldn't look for anything from him. Good crowd on hand at Jim Ross Field tonight. They're enjoying the game so far. Raiders leading 21-7. Parsley's going to throw long, and Price, this one is going to be intercepted. The Patriots had triple coverage there, and they're going to get a decent return. And so the Heritage Patriots, off the interception, will take over around midfield. And I have a feeling that there's another penalty. There were a lot of penalties in the first half. This one might be a post-possession penalty. No, this is a decline penalty. It was an illegal player downfield on the Raiders. And of course, the Patriots decline that, and they'll take over at about midfield. We'll get an exact marking here in a moment. Mike Clef bringing the play-by-play tonight. Scott Thompson running the camera. Much appreciated. They mark the ball at the 46-yard line of the Heritage Patriots as Warren East leads 21-7. We're in the opening minute of the third quarter on the opening Friday night of the 2022 high school football season. Patriots sticking to the ground like they did in the first half, and a good start for the Warren East defense. They were there on the tackle. Maddox Torrance there with the tackle. He's had a nice game.
Brought down by Torrance.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 after a no-gain play by the Raiders defense.
No gain on the play.
Patriots pretty much stick to the ground. They threw here and there in the first half, not much. And they stick to the ground, and they're going to get a nice gain here. They're going to get a first down.
Kotar on the play, on the carry.
As Malik Summers is there for the tackle for the Raiders, but it's still a first down for the Patriots, so they are in Warren East territory. Malik Summers is a junior defensive back that lists him as 6 feet tall, 183 pounds, showing good tackling skills on that last play, but the Patriots did pick up a first down. They have the ball at the Raiders' 43. And another running play for the visitors. Goes for short yardage.
Cotter on the play, on the carry. Brought down by Isaiah Gee and number.
I'll tell you what, Scott's got a really nice shot there. You can see in the backdrop the baseball field. They've made some renovations there, redid redid the outfield wall, the outfield fence. It just looks so nice. I mean, the way it's lit up there, that's a great shot by Scott. Really nice. They have really nice facilities here at Warren East. The middle school is right next to the high school. It's just a first-class group. Patriots, and there's a nice defensive play. That is by Simon Gee, one of the Warren East seniors. Tell you what, they list him at 6'4", 250, but he's got the agility of someone about 5 inches shorter and about 60 pounds lighter. He really moves well, and case in point was that squib kick. He kicked off and he recovered. He ran about 23 yards downfield and recovered it. He's tight end on offense, and he's a linebacker on defense. And yes, Isaiah and him are brothers. They are twin brothers. So it's a 3rd and 10. Let's see what the Warren East defense can do here. The officials are calling a timeout.
Patriots.
Yep, it's Patriots taking a timeout. We're going to take a quick break. Warren East leading 21-7. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to Jim Ross Field. Patriots had to take a timeout because the play clock was down to 1. They didn't want to put themselves in a tougher situation. There's a pass attempt, and it's defended quite nicely by the Raiders, so it's going to force a 4th and 10, and we'll see what the Patriots decide to do here. In case you're just joining us, good start at Jim Ross Field tonight. 8:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Warren East with a 21-7 lead. And if you're a fan of Warren East quarterback Dane Parsley, you're going to be very, very happy tonight because he has scored all 3 of the Raiders' touchdowns, all on runs. And that's where we stand right now. Warren East with a 21-7 lead. Patriots were lining up to go for it on 4th down. And I wonder, yep, they took a delay game. So now it looks like they're bringing out their punting unit. They're going to see if perhaps they could draw Warren East offside and get some yardage there, but that wasn't going to happen. So they'll mark off 5 yards. Trey Price is back to field the Patriots punt. (21-7). Warren East leads with 8:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Price is going to let this one bounce. That was a good move. It's going to go into the end zone. So Warren East will get the ball at their own 20. Hoping for a better result on their second possession of the 3rd quarter. Their first possession of the 3rd quarter ended up with an interception. The Raiders defense made a nice stand, forced the Patriots punt. So Warren East's offense comes back on the field with a 14-point lead as the Raiders are trying to win their season opener.
The Raiders will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Raiders led by head coach Jeff Griffith. Quality coach, quality guy. Anyone that's around Coach Griffith, he's just a genuine guy, always in good spirits. Smart guy. Enjoy visiting with him always. And the handoff goes to Quentin Hollis. He's got some room, but it looks like this play is going to be blown dead. Usually with that, you have an illegal formation or illegal procedure. That's exactly the case.
Penalty flag on the play. False start against the Raiders.
I don't have access to the number of penalties or the yardage tonight on the penalties, but it's got to be pretty significant. But again, you expect that in the first week of the season, and in no way
It'll be 1st and 15.
is that a criticism of the student athletes or the coaches. I mean, you're going to have nerves. You're just not used to it yet in the first week. And knowing Warren East, those penalties will be drastically reduced in a short amount of time. It's another handoff to Hollis. He's got a nice gain here, as he's probably got about 6 yards there. So, no, he got more than that. He got about 11. So it's going to be about a 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4.
A pickup of 12 yards.
We'll try to check on some other scores for you. As we mentioned, Warren Central wins tonight, defeating Bullitt Central 13-0. Greenwood was scoreless at our last report early in the second quarter. We'll try to get you an update on that. This time, Parsley keeps it. He's going to have a first down.
Parsley on the quarterback keeper.
Greenwood and Bardstown are scoreless at halftime.
The tackle by Evans.
And, of course, South Warren plays tomorrow.
Pickup of 8 yards, good for a Warren East first down.
So Warren East will keep possession as they have a 21-7 lead. We're about to hit the 7-minute remaining mark here in the third quarter. Mike Cleft bringing you play-by-play. Scott Thompson running the camera in our third season of the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. We started in April of 2021, had a partial season there, so this is our second full season. Honor and a pleasure to bring you these games. Parsley is back to pass. He's going to run, and it looks like there's a flag. Parsley's going to have a nice game, but I think this is going to come back. A couple flags there in an area where there's offensive holding.
Holding against Warren East.
That's exactly the call. So we'll see where they mark the ball. It'll be probably about 1st and 20. We'll figure here. It depends on where they decide the hold occurred. Might be more than that. Okay, here we go. It's 1st and 27 for the Raiders at their own 18-yard line. Boy, that was a good throw and a nice catch. Boy, that's quite a target there. That's
the number 9, Roger Duncan.
Yeah, Roger Duncan there.
The tackle by Teasley.
Nice play there. Roger Duncan's a nice target out there. Listed at 6'3", 189 pounds. He's a senior. So, looks like
a gain of 8 yards.
It's going to be about 2nd and 19. Again, you can hear in the background Andy Wagner. He's the public address announcer. He is great. I had the pleasure several years ago. His son was a really good baseball player for Warren East.
The injured player for the Patriots is number 2, Dontarius Teasley.
And we're going to have a delay in the game. We have an injury, so we're going to take a break. Warren East is leading 21-7. We'll be back with more football from Jim Ross Field. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
We're back at Jim Ross Field, and Warren East has a big play in progress. That's Quentin Hollis with a big, big, big run. Very nicely done. Impressive. And he is into the Heritage Patriots territory,
Down by number 9, Eric Lopez.
all the way down to the Heritage 34-yard line. First down, nice run by Hollis. The Raiders of Warren East leading here 21-7, 5:42 to go in the third quarter. Warren East will be on the road next week at Ohio County. Then they will return home 2 weeks from tonight to host Edmonson County. Following week, they go on the road to take on Russellville as part of the Linton Wren Kickoff Classic. They'll be on the road after that to take on Russell County. Then they have a pair of home games. They will be at home on September 23rd against Wayne County. Then on Thursday, September 29th, they will host Warren Central. Of course, as we told you earlier, the Dragons with a huge win tonight, absolutely huge. Long pass by Parsley, and it was deflected and nearly caught. Can't tell who that was. It looks like there might be an injured Warren East player. Might be a cramp. What a great gesture there. The Patriots player is helping the Warren East player stretch there. I believe that was Isaiah Gee who's down. That's just classy. That's great. Love to see that. Helping him there, and the Warren East trainer is out there. It was a great gesture. Anyway, about Warren East's schedule, after they host Warren Central on September 29th, they're on the road October 14th at ACS, Allen County, Scottsville. And then they finish with a pair of home games against Franklin Simpson and Davis County. Looks like Isaiah Gee is up, and he's walking pretty nicely there, so that's great to see. By the way, the player on the Heritage Patriots that helped out Isaiah Gee there was Brian Whitehead. That was first class all the way. Great to see. Love to see good sportsmanship. So Warren East has a 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass. They're at the Patriots' 34-yard line with 5:02 to go in the third quarter, and Warren East leads 21-7. So Parsley's back in the shotgun formation. Just to his left is Quentin Hollis. Parsley with the handoff to Hollis. Hollis with a nice gain. Gets about 6 yards, so it makes it a very manageable third down for the Raiders.
Brought down by number 1, Wilson.
The Raiders are in 4-down territory now.
Pickup of 6 yards.
Boy, great to see a touchdown on this drive.
2nd and 4.
It would put Warren East in a very commanding position.
Correction, 3rd and 4.
So we have a 3rd and 4 at the Heritage 28-yard line. And this time the handoff, sweep handoff to Ahmad Alexander. He's got a first down and then some. Some nice shiftiness there. He goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. That's another Warren East first down.
Knocked out of bounds by number 18, Raines.
As they're inside the red zone and threatening to make it a 3-score game.
The gain is good for a Warren East first down.
4:17 left in the third quarter. Once again, Parsley in the shotgun formation. Hollis to his right this time. Parsley is back to pass. Sharp throw there, but it's deflected by the Patriots defender. It goes incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10
for number 9, Roger Duncan, is incomplete.
for Warren East.
It'll be 2nd down at
And
the 16.
Looks like we're going to have
Out for an injury.
Okay. One thing that happened in the first game tonight between ACS and Logan County, in the second half, and this happens a lot, you get some cramping. It's happened for a long time in the opening week of the football season, and we have a delay here for an injured player, but he's up. and it looked like it was a cramp. He was able to walk off or limp off a little bit on his own power, so that's good to see. So the Raiders have a 2nd and 10 at the Patriots 16. Warren East leads 21-7. Also want to thank our sponsors, Mingy Beef Jerky and UK Healthcare, for supporting the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Well, now it's 2nd and 15.
On the play, false start against the Raiders.
False start on Warren East, so that backs him up 5 yards. So they'll try it again. Parsley is back to pass. Sharp throw there. It was a crossing route, but it goes incomplete. Was intended for Trey Price. So the Raiders will try it again. It's 3rd and 15. You'd have to think they're 2-down territory. The only kicks that the Raiders have tried tonight have been extra points. They missed their first one, and they made their second one. One time they went for 2 and converted on that. So they're at the 21-yard line, 3rd and 15, 4:07 left in the third quarter. Warren East is leading 21-7. Parsley going to try it back again, and this time the Patriots swarm him, and they get a sack back at the 30. So that brings up 4th and very long. It'll be interesting to see what Warren East does here.
A loss of 9 yards.
4th and 24. Not far enough out to punt. They're going to go for it.
It'll be 4th down.
And Parsley will keep it. He's got a nice gain. Oh, my goodness, he might score. He does. Oh, and we have a penalty. There's been a penalty. It was the back judge threw a flag in the end zone. But this Parsley, Dane Parsley's been something else tonight. Usually the back judge, he calls this, this is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Patriots, so the touchdown will stand. There goes that foghorn. Foghorn goes off. It's 27-7 Warren East with the extra point pending.
Number 10, Isaiah Gee, on to attempt the extra point.
The extra point by Gee is up, and it's good. So with 3:14 left in the third quarter, Warren East leads 28-7 in their season opener. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff. You are watching the live stream of the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, we are back at Jim Ross Field, about ready for the kickoff. After the fourth touchdown of the game by Warren East quarterback Dane Parsley.
Number 2, Simon Gee to kick off for the Raiders.
And, of course, they'll be kicking off from the Patriots 45 because of the unsportsmanlike penalty that was called against Heritage after the Warren East touchdown.
The Raiders will kick off from the Patriot 45 on the penalty.
All right. Simon Gee is going to kick this off. It's a squib kick, and this one goes out of bounds, so Heritage should get the ball at the 40-yard line.
Gee's kick goes out of bounds.
No, they'll mark it at the 35. That's where it goes on an out-of-bounds kickoff. So the Warren East defense, having a strong second half, comes back out on the field.
First and 10 at their own 35.
As the Dragons lead 28-7 over the Patriots, the Heritage Patriots from White House, Tennessee. About a 45 to 50-minute drive from here. Patriots with the handoff, and the Warren East defense stifles them. Nicely done. Nicely done.
With the carry for the Patriots.
Maddox Torrance there again for the tackle.
Brought down.
Continues his strong game defensively. Halfway through the third quarter, Greenwood is trailing Bardstown 7-0. That's the other score. Warren Central, of course, winning. South Warren will play tomorrow, and Warren East is leading. Patriots, second down run, they get about 7. It'll be about 3rd and 4 as we're under 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Brought down by Emmanuel Summers.
Scott Thompson running the camera tonight for the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. His efforts are truly appreciated. Thank you, Scott. Thank you to Principal Jonathan Vincent of Warren East for the hospitality, along with Raiders and Lady Raiders Athletic Director Brandon Combs. We'll be back out here Tuesday night for volleyball. Warren East hosting Glasgow, 6 p.m. This time, the Patriots go back to pass. It's a long one down the middle, and it's going to go incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Patriots from their own 41. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Warren East with a commanding 28-7 lead.
Number 18, Caden Raines to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for Warren East, number 5, Trey Price.
It's 4th down, so the Patriots are going to punt. Trey Price is back to return for the Raiders. Price is going to get a chance to run this back. He fields it. Slips a couple of tackles, but then is brought down. So the Raiders will take over late in the third quarter at their own 33-yard line.
Past the 30-yard line. Brought down by Heasley. Raiders will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All right, the story of this game. One player, Dane Parsley, the sophomore quarterback for the Raiders. He has not thrown a touchdown pass, but he has run for 4 touchdowns. He's scored all 4 Warren East touchdowns. And because of that, the Raiders are in very good position to win their season opener.
Parsley's pass intended for Alexander.
First down pass was incomplete. So the Raiders will try it again. Handoff to Hollis. Nice gain by Hollis. He's got a first down and plenty more. Goes out of bounds into Patriots territory.
Knocked out of bounds by number 2, Teasley. A pickup of 15 yards, good for a Warren East first down.
.116 left in the third quarter on this season opening night for Warren East football. Parsley is back to pass. Long pass. He's got an open receiver. It is caught. That is Ahmad Alexander. He's got a chance to score. That's exactly what happens. Touchdown pass, 50 yards. Dane Parsley to Ahmad Alexander. And there goes the horn again. Oh, I like that foghorn. It's 34-7 Warren East with the extra point pending. So Parsley has run for 4 touchdowns. He's thrown a touchdown pass. And for Alexander, that is his first touchdown of the season. Did a nice job coming back for that ball and then ran very well after the catch. Extra point attempt is, he snuck it through there. He snuck it through there. That's
extra point is good.
Yep. Isaiah Gee with the extra point. Or was that Roger Duncan? Anyway, it's good. So it's 35-7. Warren East leading the Heritage Patriots. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, we are back at Jim Ross Field on the campus of Warren East, where the Raiders have just scored their 5th touchdown of the game, this time on a pass from quarterback Dane Parsley to wide receiver Ahmad Alexander. And Warren East leads 35-7 with a minute left in the third quarter, now less than a minute.
Teasley on the return for Heritage.
Recap the scoring here. Warren East took a 6-0 lead on a TD run by Parsley. Patriots came back to take the 7-6 lead on a short touchdown run. Then it was Parsley again with his second touchdown run of the game. They tacked on a 2-point conversion to lead 14-7. Then just before the half, it was Parsley with his third touchdown run of the game, PAT good. 21-7 Raiders at the half. And then here in the third quarter, the Raiders have added 2 more touchdowns. The first one coming on Parsley's 4th touchdown run of the game. And then just a few moments ago, a Parsley touchdown pass to Ahmad Alexander. And that's where we stand right now, 35-7 with 55.6 seconds left in the third quarter. So the Patriots are back on the field. And they are going back to the ground, and they've got a nice run on first down. They're going to get about 8 yards.
Teasley on the handoff.
And we probably have time for 1, perhaps 2 more plays here in the third quarter before the teams will switch sides on the field.
Of 9 yards.
Give the Patriots 9 yards there, second and short.
At the 44.
Coach Griffith having a good chuckle with one of the referees. That's Coach Griffith. He's an optimistic guy. He really is. He just really likes coaching these Raider players. He feels good about his team.
Teasley on the carry.
His players like playing for him, too, understandably so. That will be the last play of the third quarter. So, after 3 quarters, the Warren East Raiders lead the Heritage Patriots out of White House, Tennessee, 35-7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in a moment. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right, we are underway in the fourth quarter. This is the first play of the fourth quarter, a short run by the Patriots. Warren East is leading 35-7. Raider Nation very happy with tonight. Very supportive crowd. The Warren East flag has been waving a lot in celebration. The horn has been going off often as the Raiders are 11 minutes and 49 seconds from getting off to a good start for the 2022 season. Mike Cleft bringing you the play-by-play on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Scott Thompson bringing you the camera work. Much appreciated. As the Patriots have a first down, and now looks like we have a timeout call. We'll keep it right here. Just want to give you a reminder. Our next live stream will be on Tuesday, August 23rd. It'll be a volleyball match at Warren East between the host Lady Raiders and the Lady Scotties of Glasgow. It will start at 6 p.m. Then on Thursday, August 25th, weather permitting, we will have a boys soccer match. South Warren at Greenwood. They'll be playing at the Swamp, which actually the home matches for both Greenwood boys and girls soccer are played at Drakes Creek Middle School, and they always provide great hospitality. That's scheduled to start at 7 p.m. Again, that's weather permitting. And then next Friday, we'll have football again. We will be over at the Swamp. We'll be at Greenwood as the Gators host Franklin Simpson. And it's a 15th district. Hold on here. Give me just a second. Scott's trying to tell me something.
The number 3, Bonilla.
Okay.
Tackled by Malik Summers.
Scott just provided me a very good tidbit. As you might know, Warren East is now in the 15th district, and it'll be their first volleyball match in the 15th district as they will be taking on Glasgow. Appreciate Scott with that tidbit. One thing about Scott, he is, man, oh man, the background information and the facts he provides and the trivia, it's astounding. Greatly appreciated. So it's second and short for the Patriots. They're going to get first down here. And then the Patriots are there for the tackling. First there was Josh Collins for the Raiders.
Initial contact by number 68, Josh Collins.
It's a first down for Heritage.
For a White House Heritage first down.
Raiders sideline, very active, involved, happy, rightly so. They're up 28 points, 35-7 with 10:20 to go in the ball game. Some of the Warren East players out there defensively right now include Ethan Richardson on the defensive line. Entering the game for Warren East now is DeMontre Barnett. Also out there,
number 25, Camden Elkins.
Malik Summers, Isaiah Gee, Emmanuel Summers, yep. Maddox Torrance, who's had a really good game. Matthew Coles. Of course, Dane Parsley. Nope, that's not Dave Parsley. Excuse me. That's Gage Doyle out there defensively. Try to tell you some more of the defensive players is the Patriots, Warren East will smother that scramble attempt by the Patriots quarterback.
Tripped up on the play by number 2, Simon Gee.
Simon Gee is out there. He's had a big game.
A gain of 1 yard.
And who just came in on a tackle a moment ago, Josh Collins.
It'll be 3rd and 2.
So the Raiders defense is pitching a shutout in the second half, and they want to keep that going as it is 3rd and 2 for the Patriots. We are under 9 minutes to go in the game, actually 8:43 to go. Good guys leading 35-7. And here comes Maddox Torrance. Oh, boy. He really disrupted the Patriots quarterback and forced him to throw an incomplete pass, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
Intended for number 24, Thomas Richmond.
See there.
It'll be 4th down.
I want to give a shout out there. One player out there for the Raiders, Trent Arterburn is out there. He is a junior linebacker, number 40. So 4th down and 2 for the Patriots. The Raiders will try to make their stand here. Coming into the game is Camden Elkins. He's a senior defensive lineman and linebacker. As expected, the Patriots are going for it here. And it looks like the Patriots are going to call a timeout. We will keep it here.
A reminder to Warren East fans.
That is the Patriots' last timeout. Warren East still has all 3 of their timeouts left, but I don't think the Raiders are going to need them as they're clearly in command of this game. Clearly in command.
Edmonson County Wildcats here at Jim Ross Field. Kickoff at 7 p.m.
See Brandon Combs down at about the 25-yard line, the fine athletic director for Warren East. Brandon used to be the boys basketball coach of the Raiders, and tell you what, these athletic directors, they earn their money. Boy, they work hard. And when you're really good at it, you should be acknowledged, and Brandon Combs is really good at it. He was a good basketball coach, too. Just a delightful guy to be around. So we're back on the field. Patriots, I don't think he got it. I think the Warren East defense did the job.
Beasley on the handoff.
And leading the way there was Josh Collins, and Warren East is going to take over, and you'll love to see that. Love to see that. Try to give you a shout-out to some of these Warren East offensive linemen. You've got Morgan White, number 70. You see Kajarius Barber out there. Number 75, he's a junior. Boy, those offensive linemen. Drataven Barber. Leighton Willis. Quarterback and running back's best friends. Got to take care of those guys. They're your lunch pail group. Looks like we're going to get a flag here called. Warren East has a new running back there, Chris Taylor. Freshman, number 21. It's going to be a false start, so they'll try it again. Coach Griffith has brought in and Warren East. They have a new quarterback, Braden Lightfoot. He's a freshman. Also in there on the offensive line is Riley Odell. So Braden Lightfoot is in at quarterback. As Warren East leads 35-7. With just under 8.5 minutes left in the game. So good to see a lot of guys getting to play here as Chris Taylor gets another handoff.
Number 21, Chris Taylor on the carry.
He picks up a few yards there. It'll be second. Got a couple there. So it'll be about second and...
A gain of 7 yards.
No, he got more than that. Excuse me. He got 7, so it's 2nd and 8. Raiders with a 35-7 lead. And barring some completely unexpected change, they should open the season with a win. Taylor with another carry. And he's got a very nice gain. He's got a first down, and he's into the Patriots territory.
Number 21, Taylor on the carry for the Raiders.
Taylor showing some nice agility there. They list him at 5'9", 138 pounds. He hangs in there. He's not afraid. Not afraid of contact. Nice 15-yard gain there by Chris Taylor. So Dane Parsley's night is done. The Raiders starting quarterback ran for 4 scores, threw for 1. So 5 touchdowns he was involved in. The touchdown pass was to Ahmad Alexander. And that's where we stand right now, 35-7. We're approaching the 7-minute mark. Taylor with another handoff. This time the Patriots smell it out pretty nicely, and he's going to be stopped for a short loss.
The tackle by Swallows. A loss of 1.
2nd and 11 as we're winding down here our opening football live stream of the season. Next Friday we'll be at Greenwood as the Gators host the Wildcats of Franklin Simpson. See who else. Caleb Prince is in the game for the Raiders at wide receiver. That's another freshman.
Penalty flag on the play.
And
delay of game against Warren East.
Logan Boyer is in the game at wide receiver for Warren East. That's another freshman. That's great to see. Great to see. So Coach Griffith giving a lot of his younger players playing time here in the 4th quarter, and what great experience this will be for him. Hope I say this name right, Trey Offit. If I mispronounce that, Trey, I'm sorry. That's another freshman in the game, number 17. So Lightfoot takes the snap. He's going to throw it. The pass is complete. That's Logan Boyer. Gets a nice gain there.
Lightfoot
about 9 yards.
The number 24, Logan Boyer. Brought down by number
That was a
11.
nice throw by Lightfoot. Really nice throw. And a good catch by Boyer. So it's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 11 yards. Good for
the handoff goes again to Taylor, and this is a nice one. He's got several yards there. He's got a first down. So the Raiders maintain possession. The chains will move. And I think just forget Taylor's size. He's not afraid of anything. First impression of him, he goes north-south in a hurry. And that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. So the ball at the 34-yard line, first down for the Raiders. The handoff again to Taylor. Boy, oh boy, he's into the secondary. He's got about a 14-yard gain there. And I'll say it again, he wastes little motion. He goes upfield, and he does a nice job of using his blockers. Young man's got some skills. And the Raiders have a first down. We're under 5 minutes. We're going to take a break here. We've got an injured Patriots player, so we'll take a quick break. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I can't.
Have some Mingy.
This is a Mingy moment.
All right. The injured player was able to go off the field. That's a great sight. He appears to be okay. And right now we're back to action, and there's a fumble. It appears that Warren East recovered it. Try to see who was able to scoop it up. to keep the ball in the Raiders' possession. I believe it was recovered by Drataven Barber. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. They're comfortably in front 35-7 with 4:21 to go in the football game. The handoff again goes to Taylor. Taylor with more good yardage. This time there's a fumble, and it appears the Patriots have recovered it. And they have. So there will be a change of possession here. And Heritage will take over with 4:03 to go in the game. Once again, our next live stream will be Tuesday, August 23rd, volleyball match at Warren East. District 15 match, first one for Warren East Volleyball. They'll host Glasgow, start at 6 p.m. Then on Thursday, August 25th, boys soccer, South Warren at Greenwood. That'll start at 7 p.m., weather permitting. If we have some rain, we are going to have to look at another option for our live stream, or we'll just move ahead next Friday when, football-wise, we will be at Greenwood when the Gators host Franklin Simpson. That'll be 7 p.m. kickoff. Look forward to seeing William Howard's team. Of course, his son Lofton is verbally committed to play for the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky University. 4 minutes to go here, under 4 minutes in the game. Very short gain by the Patriots as the Raiders are going to start the season on the winning side. Big story as well, Warren Central Dragons, congratulations. They win tonight at Bullitt Central, 13-0. They snap a 61-game losing streak, their first win since October of 2015. And congratulations to Coach Nelson, Athletic Director Jason Esters, Principal Joey Norman, the entire Dragons Nation family. That's a wonderful group, and so happy for that football. Those players, they have their effort has been tremendous. We saw it coming last year. Had Scott Thompson on earlier tonight to talk about that. You saw it. They nearly beat Marshall County late in the season last year, and we both agree that it might open the floodgates on more victories for Warren Central football this season. Very happy for them. We'll try to get you an update on Greenwood football score. They were trailing 7-0 to Bardstown in the third quarter. Evidently, it's 14-0 in the second half. The Gators are trailing, so they're going to have to try to rally to do something there. Of course, South Warren plays tomorrow. They're part of the Rafferty's Bowl at Houchin Smith Stadium. As the Raiders defense, tell you what, they've got a lot of backups in there right now, but they have not allowed a point here in the second half, and that is a very encouraging sign. Very encouraging. So we're in the final 2 minutes and 15 seconds here at Jim Ross Field at Warren East High School. The Raiders leading 35-7. It's 4th and 7, and the Patriots are going to punt. And let's see. Try to get a number on who's back there to field the punt. Oh, yeah. Chris Taylor is back there to field it. He dropped it for a moment, but he picked it up, and he returned it to the Patriots' 43-yard line. So we have 1:42 left in the game.
Number 21, Chris Taylor on the return for the Raiders.
So you can expect the Raiders to keep the ball on the ground here. Very simple.
Attention, please. We have a person that is missing their phone. If you do discover a phone, please bring it to the press box so that we can get it to the appropriate person.
So we're in the final moments of tonight's season opening game, I should say, at Warren East. as Taylor gets the handoff again from Lightfoot. Has a nice gain, still going. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards. Warren East next Friday will be on the road. They will take on Ohio County, as they will be trying to go to 2-0 on the young season. And we probably have about 2 plays left in this game. Lightfoot keeps this one, and he's going to pick up a first down. He does go out of bounds, so that will stop the clock.
Number 8, Braden Lightfoot on the carry for the Raiders.
So Braden Lightfoot, the quarterback, he's the backup in there for Dane Parsley. Picks up a first down.
The pickup is good for a Raider first down.
And we are now under 40 seconds in the game. This could be the final play of the game. Lightfoot is going to hand off to Chris Taylor. Taylor with a nice gain. He's still on his feet. He's still running. He's going to score. It's not going to be the last play of the game.
Number 21, Chris Taylor.
What a run by Chris Taylor, the freshman. Takes it in from 31 yards out. Looks like there aren't any penalties on the play, and it's 41-7. Warren East, and the only thing missing is the horn. I love that foghorn. I don't hear it. Maybe it ran out of gas. Wow. Nice effort by Chris Taylor, and good job by his offensive line blocking. Again, he doesn't waste any time. He cuts upfield quickly.
Number 10, Isaiah Gee, on to attempt the extra point.
And Isaiah Gee is on to attempt the extra point. And looks like it's going to be a little bit short. So Warren East is ahead 41-7 now. 4 touchdown runs by quarterback Dane Parsley. A touchdown pass from Parsley to Ahmad Alexander. And then the 31-yard touchdown run by Chris Taylor. And that's where we stand right now, 41-7 Raiders. Student section is still in full force and very enthusiastic. Just like the student section at South Warren for volleyball last night. Great to see that enthusiasm. So Warren East will kick it off. We're going to keep it here until the end of the game.
Number 2, Simon Gee will kick off for the Raiders. Number 22, Coffin, recovers the kickoff.
All right. Kickoff is received by the Heritage Patriots. And this should be the final play of the game.
Heritage will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
Congratulations to head coach Jeff Griffith and Warren East football on winning their opening game of the season. I'm calling it with 18.2 seconds left. The Raiders going to win this. The Patriots are in the I formation. And it's a handoff to the tailback, and he is brought down. That should be the last play of the game. Clock is running. down to the final few seconds. And that will do it. Congratulations to Warren East football as they start the season on the right foot, the right note, however you want to say it, with a convincing 41-7 win over the Heritage Patriots from White House, Tennessee. Story of this game again, quarterback Dane Parsley, 4 rushing touchdowns. He threw a touchdown pass to Ahmad Alexander, and the 6th touchdown for the Raiders, a touchdown run by freshman Chris Taylor in the final minute of action. So our next live stream will be Tuesday, August 23rd. Volleyball back here at Warren East. They'll take on Glasgow at 6 p.m. For Scott Thompson, doing outstanding work on the camera. You can see him there getting the handshake line. Terrific work. We appreciate you joining us. We are going to call it a night here at Warren East High School as the Raiders win it by a final 41-7. I'm Mike Cleff. Look forward to you joining us next Tuesday. And as always, we appreciate you taking in our live stream courtesy of Prep Spin, Warren County Public Schools, and WBKO.com. Have a great evening. Be safe. Take care.
Your attention, please.